In this orthokeratology case, we have a patient who's complaining of glare when driving at nighttime, and also some haziness to vision when walking indoors. We look at a couple of post-road topographies. Um, lens has been reordered with a larger optic zone, and that did help to enlarge the treatment zone a little bit. So there's a proposed third lens with an even larger optic zone, and I'll bring that up. So here we have a lens where the OZ is set at about 7.3, which is pretty far out there. And it does seem like it's helping get us a larger treatment zone by enlarging. So I think that's okay. We're getting pretty good centration with the lens, so I'm not too concerned that we don't have very much periphery of the lens aligning on the cornea. I would double check the powers though. I noticed that if we go to a few different meridians, we have some variability in the power of the lens. And that can contribute to also some hazy vision if the patient's undercorrected. So I would bump everything up to maybe 1.25. So in 25% mode, we'll just go through each meridian and adjust the powers. So we're at 125. So while the video was paused, I just went through and now all the meridians are more similar. You'll notice though that in some meridians we're getting quite a bit of clearance. We're getting over 90 microns of clearance under the reverse curve. And sometimes we get too much clearance, we start losing treatment effect, or we get some induced cylinder at times. So do want to watch out for that. Another way to get a larger treatment zone is to add shape factor to the lens. So I think I would consider doing that for this patient. Go ahead and move the zone out, but let's add some shape factor. You'll see that it drops the graph down lower. And I like to go with the plus 20. We want to keep in mind that our base curve is 8.56 and the power is 1.26 right now. But all this is going to change when we add a shape factor, when we add a sphericity, because it affects the central optics of the lens. The one we need to remember though is our demand is 5.18, and that's what we'll duplicate in the new lens. So you'll see that our demand went up. So back in 100% mode, I'm going to reduce, and we're pretty close there. Again, you'll want to, in 25% mode, now we have a minus power in the lens because of the sphericity we've added. Go through the individual meridians and touch them up. You can see where we're not very uniform all the way around. And it's a little bit of a back and forth. You'll want to make the powers uniform, but then the resulting demand overall may be a little bit off. So we want the powers to be uniform, but our overall demand to be at about 5.18 or so. And that should give your patient a slightly wider treatment zone. Time will also help with nighttime glare. Patients been in lenses for about a month and a half, and I usually tell patients, especially adult patients, that for the first 3 to 6 months they will notice glare that improves with time. But the lens change should also help with that situation. So hopefully this is helpful. Best of luck with your patient. Thanks.